Hey guys, Adrian Unknown. Today I find myself here at a ditch. This ditch isn't just any ditch though. This ditch always has water in it. The reason why it always has water in it is because this is the discharge ditch that comes from the back of the wastewater plant. The wastewater plant is in a straight line that way. And if you keep going in a straight line, it'll take you to Burn Lake. Now, you see all of this water, right? You see how clear it is? Look, there's fish in it right there. There's little baby fish, and there's bigger fish in here. I've seen them jump up and down. I'm actually actively fishing right here. Check it out. Oh, looks like I got a little bite. So here I've got my Hitch, and it's got some built-in rod holders. I did this myself. Check it out. I got a little crazy with my welding machine, but hey, if it makes sense, it makes sense, right? One goes that way and then the other one goes this way or whatever. I can just put this right here while I tie my knot. Anyway, feel free to steal that idea if you want to. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen anybody else do it like that. Either way, look. Anyway, this ditch, as I was talking about, is a discharge ditch for the water that comes out of the city. After you flush your toilet, everything goes down the sink, it goes to a plant, it's filtered, it's treated, and then it gets shot back out of here. As you can see, there's fish clearly living in here, which means that it's clean enough for fish to live in, obviously. So my idea is, why don't they put this water here that goes into the river all the time? Why don't they put it into a tube and then plumb it into Burn Lake? We have this massive hole here in the town of Las Cruces. It's next to the highway. It was built by the Burn Construction Company after they were contracted to build part of the highway. Well, they built the highway on a rise, but they needed to get the dirt somewhere. So they dug this hole next to the highway and they called it Burn Lake. Now, from what I was told back in the day, Burn Lake was actually it was filled up by the water table, but that's BS, because in the back of Burn Lake there is some ditch. There's a ditch there, and back in the day when I was younger, there would always be water there too, and that ditch would feed Burn Lake and keep it at a certain level, right? Oh look, there's little baby catfish right there. Oh, that's awesome. There's a lot of bait right here in this water. Anyway, so back to the story. Back in the day when I was younger, all of that was fed by that ditch that was in the back, and that came off of the river somewhere. That ditch was fed by the river, and it would go all the way to Burn Lake. And here we have the river right there, and then we have this water that goes into the river and fills it up all the time, even when the river's off, because they turn the river on and off. They have a way of controlling it up north, and they cut off our water in the river, and it's empty for a lot of the year. But this is always full of water, always. They can't turn this off, because where would they put it? Well, why don't they put it in Burn Lake? Throw it into a pipe and then just fill up our lake with it, and it could be exactly like Trees Lake in Deming, just how Deming has it. There's all sorts of fish in here. Man, I'm gonna drop a minnow trap right in here. There's a bunch of them in there. Anyway, back to my fishing and all that stuff. Dang, there's a lot of minnows. This would easily fill up Burn Lake within a day or two. Just look at all this water. And anything that it filled up to and it couldn't take, it could just throw into an overflow tube that could lead back over here. I'm pretty sure if you put this idea toward the taxpayers here in New Mexico or in this city specifically, that they would be all for it, because we need a place to fish at. We used to have two places to fish at. We had Young Park, and then we had the Alumni Pond at the university. And for some reason, the smart guys at the university decided to drain it, and they haven't done a single thing to it, which pisses me off, because I used to fish there all the time, and I have memories of me and my dad. My dad's gone now for a while, but we used to fish in there all the time. It's just a mess. I wish they would do something with it. It's just an eyesore. But this would be a clear and very simple way of doing things. Take this water that's already clean, clear, and throw it into the lake. Instead of just wasting it, throw it into the river over there. What for? All right, enough of the rant. I'm gonna start fishing. I've got the ugly stick and I've got 20-pound line going to a swivel, to a 12-pound leader, and then a little jig right here. This is what I'm gonna use today. See if I catch anything. Let it sink and bring it in slow. But yeah, there's a lot of fish already in this little spot right here. In fact, I'll show you. Let's go check it out. Look at that live action. Let me show you how good this ditch is with the fish. Let's walk down this way. And again, guys, just look at all these fish jumping right here. These could be in Burn Lake, a place where they could grow up big and huge and we could catch them. So many minnows in there, guys. And then there's bigger fish in the water that you can't see. It's about 4 or 5 feet deep here in the middle. It goes down like a V. But yeah, look over here. Here in a little while, I'm actually gonna park over here and I'm gonna do some fishing right here next to the river, because here at the river there's a bunch of big fish and they take breaks here in this spot right here. Dang, look at all this. They come off of the main river over here and they take little breaks right here. And this is a really good spot to catch black bass and other fish, bluegills. They all live here. I'm in a really good spot right here, guys. So you throw that way and pull back and you should be able to catch some good fish. Right there at the edge of the river. It's about 4 feet right there, and then pull back. Again, this is just sewer water. Used sewer water. But it's clean, it's clear enough for fish. It's good enough for me to catch a fish. I'm happy with it. Let's put that in the lake where we can actually use it. It's not doing anything here. Check it out, let me show you some more. So this spot right here, it gets wide and it has tumbleweeds, a lot of them. But those that can easily be remedied. I can clear those out easily with a grappling hook. Make more fishing spot. But yeah, this is a wasted resource. We could easily put this into the lake. I wish I knew the people that I could talk to get this going for everybody else.